Put 6 oatmeal cream pies out here. You got that on camera food? No. So we move the table right here where it say welcome to the next gen. Say something with the food right here. Here and there where we came here to grow. And we came here to meet new people. So I want everybody to look to their left and say, hey. I want everybody to look to their right.
Everything is everything and nothing at the same time. Third eye open, spiritual awakening, I almost lost my mind. Artificial weather, it ain't spraying, chemtrails up in the sky. Let go of the fear, ain't gotta let go of all your stress. All praise to the Most High, I'm grateful that a nigga blessed. Be grateful for your family.
That just says something we here. We getting started, man. I go ahead and get to it. I just love seeing this. You know what I'm saying?
What you love about it?
You know what I'm dressing, you know this.
Management major and my concentration is entrepreneurship.
Yeah, I got a we can help, we can hold hands, you know, whatever it is. You want to join, you can. You know what I'm saying?
You know, come on,
You know what I'm saying? But let's bow our heads. Father God, just come before you right now, God. Just praising your name and honoring you because you are the King of Kings, God, the Lord of Lords, Father. I just pray that you give all of us the strength, God, to just remove nervousness, remove all negativity, remove anything that may tear us down or stop us from doing what is best, Father. Just pray that you give everyone that may speak, everyone that walks into this building, God, giving them a change of mindset, Father. That when they walk in with nothing, God, they leave with something, Father. And I just love you and I thank you for everything. In Jesus' name I pray, man. Amen. Get it, man. There you go.
Finding my outfits, all of that, that's what's really the team powerful. Don't fuck with me, but also I can be sexy and still be a boss. Like, that's what about
That's hard. That's hard. Like, what I got into like quantum. I heard it is not quantum entanglement, but quantum. I said they know something. Yeah, the divine geometrical universe. That's what I told Ann. I said I know somebody. Yes, sir. Yeah, always show your name tags. I didn't even see. Good, doing good.
Right, tell Anthony, come on. We gotta do something.
So your 401k value goes down. Well, maybe I had the wrong perspective of it. I didn't know that your 401k value would go down.
Oh yes, because your money is invested in the stock market. The market grows, you get gains. The market crashes, like when the pandemic happened. The market crashes on average, guys, every 8 to 10 years. The pandemic was the most recent. Before that, you guys are young. You don't remember the real estate crash, but our older, remember when the market was down in 08, people were losing their homes. Before that, what was the crash before that? The dot-com crash. That's when I initially moved to Memphis. The dot-com crash, everybody thought the world was coming to an end in 99, the market crashed. So on average.
It's limitless, baby. There's no cap on it. Yeah, I see a whole lot of smiles now. Now you understand. Do you think it's worth it? Answer me with one voice. What do you think? Yeah. You think it's worth it? Yeah. Absolutely it is. It's the heart. Anything worth having, I'm telling you, it's worth working for. Anything worth having is worth working for. And I'm not talking about working like everybody else. I'm talking about working 10 times harder than everybody else. Knowing it's gonna be hard and knowing it's gonna be rewarding. You gotta know that before you even start. Let me tell you something. If y'all start with this mindset now, as college students, boy, by the time you're my age, all of y'all gonna be millionaires. Especially coupled with the information that Jamie just gave y'all. If you learn how to make your bread, you learn how to grow your bread. Here's a factor that a lot of people leave out. You learn how to help other people make bread.
All right, the next person we have up, one person that came and introduced this amazing group to us, Anthony Salisbury, is an impactful entrepreneur. He owns the clothing line, clothing brand Elevate Solo. You can see some of his merchandise in the back. and is also a dedicated podcaster who uses his platform to inspire and educate others. As the youth director at Future Grace, he's on a mission to change lives, helping young people transition from the streets into entrepreneurship. All right, our third man of the Generation Zeal is Fred Jones, an expert in e-commerce who mentors aspiring resellers, providing guidance and support to help them succeed. He fosters a community focused on knowledge sharing for both seasoned and new resellers. Clap it up for Fred. And last but not least, give me a warm welcome for the thought leader and the self-growth, so they wrote this. I love all these right here. But y'all are. I shouldn't have called it out just on yours. I didn't want y'all to think like, she really loves these guys. I do. I think they're fantastic. Last but not least, a warm welcome to the rising true thought leader in self-growth, consciousness, and content creation. As a college student at U of M, he majors in strategic media and a minor in psychology. As the host of the Soulful Prosperity podcast, his mission is to align wealth with well-being. We're going to give it up for Devin Crockett. All right, we're going to turn it back over to them, and they're going to host Mr. Shabazz here and Jamie. Thank you.
All right, so we're going to start off with a couple questions. So, Ms. Jamie, I'm going to start with you. Okay, so being a financial professional, I want to ask you, as an entrepreneur in business, what is one lesson that you learned, I guess, too late or you wish you had learned earlier on in your career?
You know what? He actually touched on it earlier. Shabazz did when he talked about hearing no's, and that's part of the reason why a lot of entrepreneurs fail. It's just their fear of rejection, their fear of hearing no. Oh, support as well, guys. You have to know. You're not gonna get the support, especially from the people closest to you. That's a given. So a lot of people fail in business just because they don't get that support. So you just have to have thick skin and just fail forward. It doesn't matter. Just do it. Mm-hmm. Just do it. And just consistency is key. You're gonna in everybody in here that aspires to be an entrepreneur, you're gonna get a lot of no's. You're gonna get a lot of rebuttals. It's a 10% rule with us. Out of 10 people that you talk to, 10 phone numbers that you get, one person's gonna answer the phone. You have to know that. You go out, you connect out of 100. Guess how many you're gonna actually be able to connect with? 10. It's the law of averages with anything that you do. So the more you do, the better. You just have to fail forward and just have that thick skin when it comes to it.
Do not get discouraged because it is going to happen. I'm sorry. No. Don't get discouraged. Know that that's a part of the game. That's part of it. The no's. Now you almost treat it like a game. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Who gonna get the first yes? Exactly. You know what I mean? But understand that the yes is coming. It's inevitable that it's coming, but know that the yeses are gonna be in the minority. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So just fight through the no's, get through the yes. Once you get over that one, go to the next one. Mm-hmm. All right. There's
a book called The Obstacle is the Way by Ryan Holiday. Mm-hmm. I recommend you guys get that book. It's called The Obstacle is the Way. That was a book I read probably 8-9 years ago, and it's just one of those evergreen books that you want to go back and read regularly. Because we think obstacles aren't supposed to happen. We think roadblocks aren't supposed to show up. Oh no, that's a part of life. It's going to happen. But through that is the way. So again, another great book to read for you guys to get on Audible. The Obstacle is the Way.
You two guys are amazing speakers, and I'm glad we had the privilege to have you guys up here today. But if the audience didn't hear nothing from neither one of you guys, they heard enough, they would sleep on their phones or something. They didn't hear anything else. What is something that y'all want them to leave individually from this event today?
I would say, piggybacking off of what we just said, the biggest thing that you got to understand, being an entrepreneur, you're the business, and the success is going to be based 100% on you. Don't depend on anybody. Know that the work that you put in will get the result. Don't expect the result to come from anywhere else other than the work that you do. And know that it's going to be hard. There's going to be way more hard days than easy days. I don't know if there's such thing as an easy day, to be honest. Know that it's going to be hard, but know that the hard is going to be worth it. Every time, 100%. I'm sitting there looking at DeJuan. DeJuan's one of my kids that came to me. DeJuan was maybe 10th grade. And DeJuan had basketball dreams. And DeJuan was one of the freakiest athletes I've ever trained. And Dewan has 0 scholarship offers. And Dewan didn't know, I didn't mean like that. But Dewan was easily, I mean, the boy could play soccer, he could run track, he could do whatever he wanted to do. Coach Ball, what do you think I should do? Well, the obvious one was go dunk on somebody, boy, you're a basketball player. Then he went and got on the track and started doing high jump. So we nurtured it, but the point was, boy came out of nowhere. And he kept working. He didn't think he was gonna be running track in college. His whole thing was either soccer or basketball. His IG name is Lobos, which is a club soccer team. You know what I mean? But he's a high jumper and one of the best high jumpers in the country. You know what I mean? So a lot of times it comes from, it's gonna come out of nowhere, but it's gonna come from extreme, consistent, hard, very hard work.
He pretty much wrapped it up. I don't think there's not an entrepreneur out there that didn't fail miserably, you know, before anything ever happened. I'm reading a book this month called The Everything Store. It's a Jeff Bezos book. A lot of people don't know how Amazon was started. It was originally a bookstore. Jeff Bezos quit his job. He moved from the East Coast out to the West Coast to Seattle. His parents supported him, and that's another thing that we miss in our communities. And I hope you guys take this forward when you start having children and you have people in your lives that need your support. Right? A lot of times we fail at a lot of things because we don't have the support. Some people need that, right? Some people need that to thrive. Some don't, some do, right? But his parents, he went to them. Now, mind you, if anyone were to come to you and they tell you, hey, I need $170,000 and there's a 98% chance that this business is gonna fail, would you give them the money? And some people are saying, I don't even have $170,000. If it was $170, would you, if that person told you there's a 99% chance this business is gonna fail, would you give them the money? If you're considered to be an investor, you're supporting them, probably not. Jeff Bezos' parents gave him $170,000 from their retirement. So people think, oh, they were wealthy. No, they just saved that money. That was their life savings that they gave him to start Amazon. And he told them there's a 90% chance this business is gonna fail. But his parents believed in him anyway. But you know what he had? He had vision.
Right.
Some of us, we waver too fast. You know, someone tells you something negative, now you're ready to quit and flip to something else. He had vision and he didn't deviate from that vision at all. So he had that matter of fact. So for some of you that don't get the support that you want, how are you on a day-to-day? How is your social media? How is your discipline? What are you selling to people that will make them even want to support you? My family knows, like, hey, this is what, I'm not coming to you like, I'm a matter of fact. I have discipline. I'm showing you that, hey, this is what I want to do. Whether you support or not, but a lot of times we don't get that support because we're not, our vision is wavered. We're too easily influenced by other things, right? So again, I'll go back to the support side of it. You have to show people that you're worth supporting. It's not one-sided. People aren't just gonna support you just because they know you. Or just because you're this person on this and you're this person on that. No, you have to create this brand, this image, and you have to be disciplined with it. And when they don't, you can't waver. You think if his parents didn't give him that 170, he was just gonna quit? No, but this type of person Jeff Bezos was. He was getting sued by everybody. Books, what's the book? Barnes and Nobles wanted to sue him. They were threatened by him. Yep. And now look at Amazon today. Right? So again, he believed in his vision and he didn't waver. So I implore you, believe in your vision and don't waver. If it's something you want to do, even if it takes another 10, 20 years, okay? You're young, you're 19. Let's say you stick at whatever you're doing, you'll be a millionaire by 39. Would that be worth it? Yes, because you're gonna work your job for 40 years and you'll be nowhere near a millionaire. So just believe in yourself, but have that just.
Yo, Amazon, I think Gold's Gym, I think Google, a lot of these massive companies, yo, they started in a garage. Steve Jobs, Apple started in a garage. Facebook started in a garage. Matter of fact, where's Abby? Look, YC and Red.
It's your favorite today.
But YC and Red, I was just telling you about, turn me up YC, one of the greatest producers in the world, and his engineer and best friend, they literally started in a shack, making beats in a shack. Now they have countless platinum plaques on their walls because they start humble beginnings and a vision. She said something earlier that, remember, I've been in this for a little while now, man, and doing it on your own can be mentally taxing, extremely stressful. It can break you. especially when it doesn't go the way you thought it should. You would think that the people closest to you, you would think that the people closest to you are gonna be your biggest supporters. That is furthest from the truth. I saw a quote that said, your friends will become your clients. Nope, your clients will become your friends before your friends become your clients. You would think, with all these friends that I have, I start my business, my friends, oh man, they're gonna support my business gonna blow up, but how many friends I have? Oh, it's great. All these friends, all this money I can make, every one of your friends want it for free.
Yep.
All of them. And if you charge them, you trip. Whatever you charge them, you overcharge them. You know what I'm saying? And then your family want it for free. And if you charge your family, you definitely trip. Because we family. Understand that. That's never going to change. But if you can fight through all of that, oh yeah, we're gonna be good. No question.
Oh well, I want to ask you both this question. We just got to talk about support. I want you to answer this question: how important is mentorship, and how has mentorship affected your career? Your career as a financial individual, and your career as a coach.
I'm not the Jamie Biggins I am today without the mentors that I've had in my life over the years, and that goes all the way back to college. There's so many stories I can tell. I was just at one of my mentors' funerals. She passed away from a heart attack at 52 years old. This was like 3 weeks ago. Do you know she helped me fill out? I wasn't even sure because I had a lot of things going on. At first, I wasn't gonna go to college. She helped me fill out my first application for the University of Memphis. She was an adjuster for State Farm. When I got that $40,000, she helped me negotiate getting that money at 19. It's so much nostalgia coming back here and all things that God has lined up for me. And I'm so thankful because if you get a mentor in your life, there's something you're doing right that God blesses you with greatly. Wholeheartedly. Let someone else's learning curve be your success curve. Let someone else's learning curve be your success curve. A mentor is the ultimate cheat code. I have millionaire mentors. My mentor in this business alone, Sheena and Matt Sapala, I don't have the business that I have without their mentorship over the years. They just flew here a couple weeks ago to help me build and train my agents. My mentor, you guys may follow him on social media. His name is Patrick B. David. He was the original CEO and founder of PHB Agency. I've gotten a chance to go to his house. I've traveled all over the world with him and his family. We've been to Bora Bora. My kids have gone. We've been to Jamaica, Cancun. Just these different conversations that we have being in these rooms. Learning about investing, buying gold. What do you do with this? What are you doing with your kids with this? Oh, what's cool? It's a different conversation. If you can have a mentor. So if there's someone that's willing to, teach you the ropes and for you to learn, you want that. There's no going through life failing. Like, you have people that can help you. Yes, you're gonna fail forward, but have someone that you can get to.
We're gonna get about coach.
Very broken.
I gave me your